This reading centers on someone realizing they may have deeply misunderstood a past relationship where they once believed this person didn't love, value, or respect them. They are now awakening to the truth that their perception may have been shaped more by personal wounds, resentment, or emotional triggers than reality. Believing they were unloved or envied, this person created barriers that ultimately sabotaged a significant connection, one that now appears to have been far more spiritually important than they understood. They are recognizing that this was not an ordinary relationship, but rather a timeless or soul level bond that offered healing, renewal, and emotional restoration. Now faced with this revelation, they are grappling with regret over having closed out or disrupted something deeply meaningful. This person wants to communicate, restore balance, and potentially re enter this connection. But their challenge is that while the desire is present, the deeper work required for true reconciliation may still be lacking. Spirit reveals that this individual is emotionally, spiritually, or energetically depleted, and they now recognize that this connection brought clarity, grounding, and truth into their life. The looming question is, however, is whether they are genuinely prepared to rebuild what they once misunderstood, or if this realization has arrived after irreversible damage has been done. Let's tap in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I am your host and reader, Delia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers, and to our subscribers, a special shout out. Welcome to this blind reading. This reading may resonate with you if you have been seeing the following angel number synchronicities: 1010, 1144, 1222, and 404. All right. We'll continue to note similar synchronicities as we move through this reading. Who are we reading for, Spirit Guides? Who are we reading for? Enlightened truth, envy reversed. Share your insights, spreading awareness with the power of honesty. So there's a conversation here that we may wish to have, or we are making an observation or listening to the feedback of another person, and coming to the realization that where we thought envy may have lived, it may not have. Let's see. Was enlightened truth envy in the reversed? This reading may resonate with you if you found yourself questioning the quality of your relationships. You may also be making expressions to another party or group of individuals, and this is bringing clarity about your true feelings and motivations. We have love blocks, dismantle hidden barriers to real intimacy, and trust. Whatever is being revealed here is a direct confrontation to any questions around envy in this relationship dynamics or relationship dynamic. And the party that may have been the questioner as to whether or not there was a presence of envy in this relationship, they are now having to dismantle whatever story they had told themselves in the past. What are you hiding? We have spiral in the crossing. So this revelation is definitely creating a shift. Next, we have Dance of Souls. And now that the truth is being placed at our feet, we have a choice to make. Not only is this party being vulnerable, forthright, and honest about how they are, where their positioning is, but it seems that the other party here that may have been questioning whether there was envy or not, there's a big question here about whether or not they will welcome either closing out a cycle entirely or closing out this phase of an overall cycle, mending the relationship and moving into a place of compatibility, being simpatico. Out of control in the crossing, we are aware that there was definitely a chasm, a large and expansive desert field between us meeting in the same spot. And now that these truths have been placed in the open, now we can move on. It is challenging what we've formally thought about this person, relationship, or situation. And we are trying not to show how much of a deviance we had been experiencing with these thoughts that we were carrying. Out of control, spiral, climbing, crossing, Dance of Souls. Today in the reversed. So past memories, friendships, relationships, no knowledge. This is not a surprise. This is not something that has snuck upon you in the crossing. What you're hiding here is that you are realizing with these revelations that this party is now making that you have both been on a higher calling, that what you thought was probably a mundane, uninteresting relationship that was going nowhere had far richer meaning, that it was at a soul level, and not just something at a soul level, but now it seems that there may be recognition being shared by two individuals, by two polarities, possibly opposing polarities, that are now being given the opportunity to make amends, to find equilibrium, to start a new dance within the old symphony. This is the story of a symphony within the symphony. This is about a relationship that has been going for a while. We've weathered some storms, but somehow we came upon this big one, and it really created some cracks. And one of the cracks that we're looking at here today is that of the presence of envy and being absolutely truthful about who we are and what it is that we want. All right, fair enough. Where is this leading, spirit guides? Shall incorporate. Someone here may be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Balancing the scales and doing so by way of communication so we can move into a newer, fresher, expansive energy here. What is air sign? We have both reversed. disappearing, cold and distant, no contact, leaving behind. This is speaking up on the record, making something official, speaking on a truth and putting it out there to the point and effect and to the right person, to the right ears, to the right noggin, that a choice must be made. Where this is leading, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, ghost in the reverse, storms of love. This is about fighting for a flame that one party may think has completely burnt out, has completely died out, and the other party is coming back like a wrecking ball. I came in like a rainbow kind of energy. I want to speak up about what I feel about this relationship, and you may have closed court, but yes, I did. I picked the locks. Yes, me and my buddies, we sure broke into this here courthouse because these closing arguments are going to be reopened by us. Storms of love. Conflict is an opportunity for growth. This is fighting for the possibility of what could have been, the possibility of what we may have sensed. It is possible that we made the wrong turn, made the wrong choice somewhere along the line, and this is why the other party decided to not make this an us thing and make it a them thing, a solo journey type of thing. And now, after much thought and having weighed things in the balance, we realize, holy crap, there is much that I neglected to represent and speak upon about myself. And I know y'all are saying that the case is closed, but I gotta speak up for myself. I don't care. I don't care that they don't want to hear me. I don't care that me speaking up is causing a storm, but I have to. This conflict to this individual is worthwhile. Spirit guides, what is your advice? Sword, reversed, being able to cut through, cutting corners. Tower, reversed. So we are relying very heavily on the energies of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius to resurrect the fact that we have genuine sentimental feelings and ideas that we wish to communicate about this relationship, where it's going. And even though you may be saying that the door is closed and I'm not welcomed, and you may have changed the lock, and why the hell did you do that? And it's winter, and how could you have done that? That's so wicked. Spiritual advice is there will be no cutting corners here. And any old condition around resources, any old condition, period, that were tabled prior, you cannot bring these up again, especially if these are issues that you carry the responsibility for resolving. Sword reverse, tower reversed. Someone here may have divorce on the table, but it doesn't matter where you come, whether you're skipping rope, you're swimming like Mike Phelps, or you're slithering beneath barbed wire. If you have not done the work and successfully transformed, if you have not relayed a sturdy period or pyramid-like foundation, it is a no. There will be no power up here. There will be no building, no earning. There will be no busyness of any activity. The tower has burnt here. The bricks are still laying. No one has come back for hundreds of generations to visit this land to reassemble anything. Why? Because the foundational work was not done. Sword reversed. Tower in the reversed. Thank failure. You have neglected to do the most important thing, that which was required of you. You lack resources, and yet you wish to cause a storm. This is not the time. You may be seeing 1331. Should this reading resonate with you? Spirit guys, let's get some clarifiers here. Tell us about these enlightened truths. This honesty that is now facing this individual that they can't deny. We have the Five of Cups in the reversed. So we're realizing that what we consider to have been a loss that we sustained in the past, it actually did not occur. We may have thought that a party blindsided us or caused us loss, but the rhetoric of the story that we were telling ourselves could have been off. Way too many. Hmm. Let's clarify. What is the Five of Cups? Enlightened truths and the Five of Cups. We have the Lovers in the reverse. So there seems to be gross misunderstanding here between parties regarding the truth of the relationship, what foundation the relationship is built upon. Is it genuine? Is it trustworthy? There is enlightenment here around these love barriers. This could be as simple as having a conversation with a lover or a loved one and them new subject matter, new problem. It's the first time you've come upon this problem and you're talking about it for the first time. Neither of you have seen the other player dealing with and or reacting to such a circumstance. However, by your partner's reaction, a trigger has been instigated in you, and instead of you seeing the truth of where they're coming from and what they're saying, this trigger has created a film over your perception, and now you've lost out on the truth of what this person meant in the first place. The intention has gotten lost. Five of Cups reversed, the Lovers reversed. Now that these truths are being unveiled, one party here may be hoping to reclaim what they thought they lost. We have the World in the reverse. Whatever truths these are, whether you thought that someone wasn't a good partner or whatever they did here, but there was definitely a closing out of a cycle and we want a redo. Spirit guides, what is the Five of Cups, the Lovers? The Eight of Swords, reversed. So this is giving me a relationship that was, maybe you were long distant or maybe you were very close, but the alchemical, emotional, and spiritual distance of your relationship was wider than a California king-size bed. Maybe you felt you were worlds apart. Someone here didn't feel like the other party contemplated enough about them. You didn't feel that your partner considered your well being enough. You may have questioned the relationship to the point that, based on their interactions, you wonder, does this person, their actions and where they're sitting, does it align with even a decent acquaintance, never mind a friend? And yet here we are building a romantic relationship that's supposed to last. This person has done a few things to me that have wounded me emotionally. And I feel this person mishandles me. I feel they're very wishy-washy and they are a little bit too gunpowder ready with me when it comes to their actions. They act towards me without giving it a second thought. This person doesn't love me. No, I don't see us building anything together here. Lovers reverse, world reverse. These cards clarifying enlightened truths, envy reverse, and love box in the upright. So now that these truths are coming out and you're trying to be cool like John Travolta, the initials T, J, O, V, L, A, R may be important, as well as H, J. What's spiral, crossing, dance of souls, today, reversed, too many, way too many. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Three of Swords in the reverse. Mm. Mm. What's the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords reversed, the Sun reversed. So I was really in my emotions, and now that I'm realizing these things, whatever is bringing this enlightenment, I'm realizing that you were a blessing to me, that I lost you, I fumbled you. I'm realizing on a soul level that the dance, that great celestial dance that we should have done, dance of souls today in the reverse, this timeless universal dance, a dance that would know no bounds, there would be no timeline placed on it, no expiry. I lost out on the blessing of that and also the benefits that it would have brought, which was for there to be healing over past heartbreak and things that have definitely throughout this life created a damper on my sun energy, on my solar plexus, my sacral chakra energy. Now this individual is no longer within reach. I really feel deep down that they walked away with a part of me. I'm realizing that this person was a key. I'm only saying a key because I've lost them. And I'm still going to be holding my head for God knows how long. But to say there were more, it would make me feel even shittier. I've lost the Ace of Cups. I've lost the Sun. I've lost the ability to mend myself. And it's not just about the mending, it's about who I did the mending with or who I would have had the opportunity to do the mending with. And on so many levels, I've had enough relationships to know that if it's not hitting on a soul level, then it's superficial at best. Where is this leading? Air sign, ghost, reversed, storms of love, 6 of coins in the upright. How do I bring the world into the upright? What can I give to you, the great I am? I am not a shepherd. Hmm. Okay, 6 of swords, 6 of coins rather. We have the 8 of coins reversed. A lot of weighing our options and our approach. What can I give by way of communication? What can I give by way of right action? What can I give by way of doing something new? A bust out a move, bust out of the gate moment. I haven't really done the work. 8 of coins reversed. 6 of coins in the upright. I have spent more time being a juggler and doing a balancing act. And as much as I really, really would love to pull a clear way forward out of my hat, I don't have it. Why? Because I neglected to invest in the 8 of Pentacles. I was more so concerned with juggling and doing a little bit of this over here, a little bit of this here, do some here, go in between the two and do something here and build something up here and then come back and do something over here. I want to selfishly and definitely in panic mode reopen the wound on this love relationship. I want to go in and I want to create a storm. I want to create a whirlwind because God damn it, man, how you mean, man? The door ain't come on, man. Come on, man. How you mean, man? This is, like you working, 8 years on a project, right? And it's a competitive project. And for some reason, you had to make it back outside and the service doors don't open from the outside and everybody's gathered in the conference and you can't get back in. What do you mean, man? There is a sense of bewilderment, forlornness, sadness. Man, listen, man. This is when you in so much despair that like when you're a kid, like you're 3, 4, 6, and your ice cream just falls and the ice truck's gone and the day's hot as F and ain't nobody gonna give you a new ice cream. But because you grown and you've been feeling grown people's pain, the pain you can't even cry. You can't even cry. You can't even cry, man. I don't even know how to come in. I want to be a wrecking ball. I want to do my ball to the walls movement, but I don't even know how. I messed up. I thought wrong. I was perceiving this person in a way that all it did was give me more mortar for the bricks that were sitting beside me. And before I knew it, I had built up all these walls and barriers. And I cheated myself out of real intimacy. Temperance reverse. I wasn't temperate enough. And yes, I may have sat on the toilet and contemplated things, but Then when the divine gave me messages, or I was too focused on other things really to get divine messages about what the truth was. And now that I've woken up, it's too late. Bank failure. The well has run dry. If this reading resonates with you and your masculine energy, you may be feeling that you've had your boys to men moment. What is swords reversed? Tower reversed. Bank failure. Falling off the table. We have the two of swords in the crossing. Do we talk about how we've gone wrong? Is that the way to go in? Do we say we want to go to counseling? Do we ask for a conversation or an opportunity to have one about where we went wrong? Stairway to light. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to her. I want to talk to him because I don't have the light. I don't have the light. I don't have all the answers, but I know when I'm with you, when I'm talking with you, to you, when I'm in your presence, when I'm in your energy, all the shit that I felt I was reaching in the dark for, everything, not only are the lights cut on, but it is organized and labeled for me. You help me see. What is Stairway to Light? I want to rebuild. I don't know how. I want to steal my way back in. I want to create ruckus, even though you've closed the door. 10 of coins. You have an abundance. You have a light about you, whereby whatever I need, whatever tangible thing, whatever thing that I need manifested in my life, in my 3D life, be it just your cadence, the way that you communicate, the way that you joke, your lightness, your cooking, your smell, your eyes, your tension. With you, I feel things. With you, I feel that my life is organized. With you, I feel that my life makes sense. Can I please come back? Can I please have a seat at your table? Stairway to Light, 10 of Cups, clarified by the 7 of Cups in the reversed and Queen of Swords in the upright. And hiding or not hiding? No. Okay, there we go. I know that the way that I go about partnership and loving and healing the rough patches of my relationships aren't the greatest. I'm actually in a deficit. I actually don't know how the hell to approach these things, to be quite honest. And even the bullshit, and I'm sorry to say, my tails are tucked between my legs, the things that you would have hoped that I would have gotten over or resolved, I haven't. I'm sorry. I have not. I haven't. I mean, no, I haven't. I haven't driven in any of the pegs in the ground. I haven't tied the cord. I have it in my pocket. If you'll come with me to the site, I'll have it done in 30 minutes or under. Mm. Not only do you help me to be abundant, but you also help me to cut away the swords, the fog. I think a lot about how I can align myself with experiencing my own abundance without creating all these illusions. I've lived with creating illusions for so long, I don't know how. I need your help. Will you help me? I find myself in a place of severe deficit. And for the salvation of my own soul and light, I need to ask you, will you give this one more go? If you found this reading to be enlightening, revealing, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Until next time.